All right, for our windshield wipers, you're going to want to have a seat on the ground, resting back on your hands with your hands pointed out. You're going to start by gently and slowly rocking your knees back and forth. Again, with all mobility, we're not rushing this process. We're taking our time. Days when you're stiffer, this beginning part is going to be harder. So I've already done my mobility for the day, so you'll notice I kind of quickly progress down. So once you get to the point where your knee is dropping into the instep symmetrically, you're ready to progress to the next phase. What that is you're going to come off this backhand, you're going to use that glute to squeeze and rotate the hip around. Again, squeezing that glute to rotate the hip around. It's not a torso rotation, it's the glute squeeze that drives that hip over the femur on the opposite side. So again, slowly progressing, adding a little bit more squeeze, and I'm starting to incorporate pushing off this other hand that's on the ground away from the body. You'll see I squeeze the glute still, driving that way, and then the arm pushes the torso away from that hip. Once I get to where I am mobilized through that rotational piece, I'm going to start to hinge. So you'll notice I hinge one side a little bit more than the other, so then I start to restrict both sides until they're symmetrical, and then I progressively work my way into greater range of motion symmetrically. Slowly getting that hinge a little bit more and more. You will notice that the hinge, I try to get as much of it to come from the hip as possible with as little flexion through the spine.